Welcome to another edition of Colonel's Corner. In today's episode, we bring in Wilkes University football head coach Jon Drach to discuss the Week 4 game at Lebanon Valley and look forward to the homecoming contest this Saturday against Albright College. Jon, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Talk about last week, the game against Lebanon Valley College, the Colonel's first loss of the season, 24-19, a tight game that went down to the wire.
Yeah.
Talk about first the offense. Some strengths in that game. Zane Grover had a big game on the outside for the Colonels catching the ball.
Yeah, he did a nice job, I thought. I thought that for us, we just didn't execute like we needed to in some critical situations. We got ourselves some third downs. We had some MAs on the line. We had some MAs from the receivers and that kind of thing, which held us up a little bit. I definitely think we need to improve this week in some of that third down efficiency and keeping ourselves on the field and not putting our defense in difficult situations. From the edge, Zane did have a really nice game, and I thought our receivers played off of some things well. But across the board, we just didn't play great football together. I think we had 44 plays overall in that football game, and of the 44 plays, we had an MA on 85% of those plays. So somebody had some type of mental mistake or some type of execution error on those plays, and that's not how you're going to win football games. We need to tighten that up and be a better football team this week on the offensive side of the ball.
On the defensive side of the ball, Jon, Brandon Holcomb, career-high 15 tackles, building off of the success he had the week before. Talk about the defense as a whole and his play.
I thought we flew around to the ball pretty well. We didn't get off the field on third down like we needed to. They were a pretty veteran group on their front. I thought their quarterback did a really nice job of running the ball and keeping us on the toes running in between the tackles and then running to the edge on some of the sprint out stuff as well. And Brandon was right there shadowing things, and we were just giving up a little bit too much up front. Like I said, I think they were getting a little bit more push on us. They were finishing forward. We got to stop some of those things in this coming week as we work forward to our Albright.
And switching gears to Albright, homecoming weekend, big home game. Colonels have beaten Albright the last 3 games by a combined 9 points. It's been a tight contest that come down to the wire.
Yep.
Just talk about what you've seen on film from the Lions.
They're a good football team. They're a veteran football team on the offensive side of the ball. Most of their returners are up front. They return one of their receivers from the core, and then their leading rusher from last year, Mr. Shockley, who's a very, very good football player. And they want to pound the ball. They have 2 young freshman quarterbacks that they kind of protect with some boot and some quarterback run and that type of thing. But they're efficient, and they're big, and they're strong, and they're going to try to lean us in a little bit. On the defensive side of the ball, again, a veteran group. Their linebacking core has been together for almost 3 or 4 years now, and they returned some of those young players from last year on the interior, and they're very big. The 200-300-pound defensive tackles are big and physical and strong on the interior. They make a lot of things bounce to those backers, and that's why those 2 players are, I think, the second and third leading tacklers in the league right now. So both really, really good players on the linebacker level. So we need to be able to attack them in a lot of different ways on the defensive side of the ball. But overall, very, very sound, fundamental football team. Coach Collins has those guys going in the right direction, I think, and they get better, a little bit better every week.
And how has the team looked in practice this week, heading off of the loss and into an exciting homecoming weekend?
We're excited to get our alums back on campus and see a lot of those guys, and I think the guys have been working hard every week and improving. They understand what we put out last week wasn't the performance that we were looking for, and that we're going to need a better team effort this week to go out and get a win. Like you said, it's a 9-point spread in the last 3 years. We won basically on a Hail Mary last year. The 2 years before that were very similar games. So we know it's going to be a close game against these guys. We know them. They know us very, very well. It's going to come down to who executes the best, who uses their techniques and has the proper assignments to win the football game.
Wilkes University football team welcomes Albright to Smith Stadium for homecoming, 12 p.m. on Saturday. Jon, thanks for joining us, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.